In a vast forest, there lived a young fox named Ollie. Ollie lived in a small den, which, while safe, always made him feel trapped, as if there was a broader world out there waiting for him to explore. Deep inside, Ollie felt a longing, a call to the unknown, a yearning for freedom. One day, Ollie met an eagle. The eagle spread its huge wings and said, "Little fox, do you know, beyond this forest lies an infinite sky, boundless and unrestricted. I soar in it every day, feeling endless freedom." Ollie gazed at the sky, full of longing, and said, "But I am just a fox. How can I reach that infinite world?" The eagle lowered its head and smiled, saying, "Every creature has its own unique way of experiencing the infinite. For you, entering the infinite does not mean leaving this forest, but rather finding the alignment within, letting your finite self and infinite self coexist. It doesn't require you to escape reality but instead achieve harmony with yourself, allowing your imagination and actions to dance together." Ollie pondered these words and decided to begin exploring his inner alignment. He no longer kept his gaze fixed solely on his small den but learned to listen to every sound in the forest, observe the sunlight filtering through the leaves, and feel the gentle touch of the wind on his fur. Gradually, Ollie found his inner fears and anxieties diminishing, replaced by a growing sense of calm strength. Every day, Ollie would spend time sitting quietly under a large tree, listening to the heartbeat of the forest. He learned to distinguish between the songs of different birds and understand their conversations. He watched insects work tirelessly, preparing for winter, and felt their passion for life. These small discoveries helped Ollie gradually realize that the so-called infinite was actually found in these minute and ordinary moments. One day, Ollie met a young rabbit who appeared lost and helpless. Without hesitation, Ollie decided to accompany the rabbit and help it find its way home. During this journey, Ollie felt a new kind of strength, a power that stemmed from love and kindness. He finally understood that the infinite self was expressed through these small acts, through helping others. As time went on, Ollie grew braver and more open-hearted. He not only helped the rabbit find its home but also helped many other animals. He taught a hedgehog how to build a warmer nest out of leaves, helped an injured deer find medicinal herbs, and even spent a stormy night with a frightened mouse. Every time Ollie helped someone, he felt the infinite power within him grow stronger. On a cold winter morning, Ollie heard the sound of a squirrel crying. The poor squirrel's food stash had been buried by heavy snow, leaving it with nothing to eat for the winter. Ollie did not hesitate to share some of his stored food with the squirrel and helped it dig out more food. The squirrel, grateful, said, "You are truly a kind fox. Without you, I would not survive this winter." Hearing this, Ollie felt a warm flow through his heart, a feeling that came from infinite love. One day, the forest held its annual festival, and all the animals gathered for the grand celebration. The eagle soared high above, watching over everything. Ollie was warmly welcomed at the celebration, and all the animals thanked him for his help and support over the past year. At that moment, The eagle flew down to Ollie's side and whispered, "See, little fox, you have found your infinity and shared it with the entire forest." In the center of the festival stood an ancient and giant oak tree, beneath which lay the food and gifts brought by the animals' fruits, nuts, and flowers. Standing under the oak tree, Ollie looked around at the smiling faces of all the animals, and he understood that this was where infinite power resided. The infinite was not just the vastness of the sky but the openness of the heart and the connection between all beings. Ollie smiled and said to the eagle, "I finally understand. The infinite is not only about soaring in the sky. It is in every daily choice and action that aligns with love and kindness. This is my alignment with the infinite." The eagle nodded and said, "Exactly, little fox. The infinite is not about escaping the finite. It is about letting the finite and the infinite coexist and flow. This way, even in times of difficulty and challenge, we can find our strengths and create a world full of love." The celebration continued into the night, and the animals lit small lights that glowed like stars, reflecting in Ollie's eyes. Ollie felt an unprecedented sense of fulfillment. His den was still small, but his heart was filled with an infinite sky. He understood that true alignment wasn't about external change but about an inner harmony, a power that came from love and kindness. As night fell, Ollie danced and sang with the other animals under the stars. Knowing that the infinite power had taken root deep in his heart, he no longer needed wings. He could now soar freely in the world of love and kindness he had created. That night, Ollie and his friends sat around a campfire, listening to the old wolf tell ancient stories. The old wolf's deep, wise voice spoke of the legendary events that had happened in the forest. Listening to these stories, Ollie felt his understanding of the infinite grow even stronger. He realized that these legends were not just tales but reflections of each being's journey to find their infinity. As the stars in the night sky gradually faded, Ollie leaned against a big tree, gazing at the approaching dawn. He felt a deep sense of peace, a peace that came from understanding life, love, and infinity. Ollie knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, he had the strength to face them all. The next day, Ollie decided to go further. He wanted to explore the edge of the forest and see the unknown world beyond. He was no longer afraid because he knew that infinity was within him. With the blessings of his forest friends, Ollie embarked on a new journey. He crossed streams, climbed hills, met more animals, and continued helping them with love and kindness. During this journey, Ollie discovered more possibilities within himself. He realized that the infinite was not just inner peace and the flow of love. It was also the courage to face the unknown and the curiosity for life. He spent a thrilling night with a lost badger, helped a goat trapped among rocks, and shared the strange plants and fruits he found deep in the forest with other animals. As the journey progressed, Ollie began to feel his deep connection with the forest. Every tree, every flower, every leaf seemed to become part of his soul. He was no longer just the little fox living in a small den. He was a being that resonated with the entire forest and with the infinite. Eventually, Ollie returned home, but this time, the sense of confinement was gone. He knew that no matter where he was, infinity was always with him. His den was still small, but in his eyes, the forest beyond was vast, and his heart was as boundless as the forest. From then on, Ali continued to help every creature in the forest. He used his actions to pass on love and kindness to everyone in need. The animals knew that Ali was not just a little fox. He was a symbol of the infinite power in the forest, a representation of love, kindness, and courage. Ali's story was passed down from generation to generation in the forest, becoming a legend among the animals. Ali understood that infinity was not an endpoint but an endless path leading him and the entire forest toward a future of greater harmony and love.